In a bustling city, there lived a man named Thomas. Once a devout believer, life's trials had drawn him away from his faith and his loving family. Overwhelmed by the demands of work and society's temptations, Thomas drifted into a life far removed from the values he once cherished. His wife, Mary, and their young children prayed for him, hoping he would find his way back to them and to God. One cold winter evening, as Thomas walked home after a night of drinking, he stumbled across an old church. It was late, but the light from inside pierced the darkness, drawing him closer. Curious, he stepped into the warm, welcoming glow of the church. Inside, a small congregation gathered in prayer, their voices rising in a harmonious choir. The peace and sincerity enveloped him like a long-lost warmth. The priest, noticing Thomas at the back of the church, approached him after the service. They headed to a small chapel within, where they talked openly. Thomas shared his story, his regrets, and his longing for renewal. The priest listened patiently and spoke of grace, God's boundless love that redeems and forgives. Moved by their conversation, Thomas kneeled in prayer. Feeling a whisper of hope ignite within him for the first time in years, Thomas left the church, the weight on his heart beginning to lighten. Determined to mend his ways, Thomas returned to his family the next morning. As he walked through the door, Mary and the children embraced him with open arms, tears of joy and relief flowing freely. It was as though no time had passed, and the love they shared filled him with gratitude. Together, they offered prayers of thanksgiving. The days and weeks that followed saw Thomas change more each day. He rediscovered joy in his faith and family life, attending church regularly and engaging earnestly with his loved ones. His relationships grew stronger, anchored in a newfound connection to God and grace. Years later, as Thomas looked back at the path he left behind, he realized the profound impact of grace and the beauty of redemption. He had returned to the values that mattered most, finding peace and fulfillment in his renewed faith and loving family. The lesson of Thomas's journey is that no matter how far we stray, grace always finds a way to bring us back home.